Kim Potter convicted on all counts. Damn, I wasn't expecting that one. So, do I really think that she deserved what she got? Let's talk about it. It's your boy Tim, the handsome liberal. Just wanted to come to you with a real quick video. As you can see, I'm just getting home from work. All right, man, I was really surprised to see this. I was listening to CNN while I was out working, and yeah, they got her with first-degree manslaughter and some other type of manslaughter. So she's facing a lot of time in jail. Definitely going to lose her pension. Certainly lost her job, her career. She's a felon, etc., etc. Wow, this one was a really big surprise. I was not expecting this one. As you've seen in the previous video I did, you know, Kim Potter, titled Kim Potter, not always about race. I didn't think this one was a racial issue, but to some degree, I'm going to say that Officer Potter was a victim of the environment. Right now, the environment towards police, particularly those who are policing improperly or police misconduct, is the scrutiny is heavy. It's very heavy. So even little mild stuff can get you in a lot of trouble. I will say that 15, 20, 30 years ago, Kim Potter is still on the force. But then again, so is Derek Chauvin and a lot of these other officers that have been convicted. So yeah, the scrutiny is real, folks. And unfortunately, when the scrutiny gets to be heavy, sometimes people get punished that they may or may not deserve. Now, I did say that Potter took the life of Daunte Wright. We can talk about Daunte Wright resisting arrest, being a criminal. I made that clear in my previous video. You know, he had a felony he was dealing with, armed robbery, things like that. Daunte Wright was no angel. But nevertheless, there's video of Daunte Wright's life being taken by Kim Potter. I'm not going to show it this time. I showed it on my previous video, but I'm not going to show this man losing his life again. But yeah, that was not warranted. And not only am I not saying it wasn't warranted, or, you know, you can talk about the black community or whatever. I mean, even Kim Potter herself is admitting it was a mistake. So she clearly did not mean to kill the guy. So there's no denying that he was killed in a manner for which he was not warranted to be. There was no reason to take his life. So we're not arguing about that. The only the way we're trying to tackle this is to say, look, yeah, she may have taken his life, but hey, she took the life of a bad guy. And that's kind of the argument we present in all of these cases. You know, George Floyd lost his life in a way he shouldn't have lost his life. But hey, he was a felon. He had a prior criminal record for, once again, armed robbery and all kinds of other bad. That's not how it works, folks. That is not how it works. The boys in blue, their job is not to deliver karma for things you may have done in the past, even though there seems to be a lot of people addressing it from that standpoint. But in this case, I really, truly feel genuine sorrow for Potter. I mean, obviously, she's going to be spending Christmas in jail. This just happened today, December 23rd, and the judge ordered that she be held without bail. Her defense team tried to get the judge to change her decision on the grounds that she's a cop. She has no prior criminal record. She's not likely to run. She's already forked over $100,000 in bail, and the judge was like, no, we're going to keep her. Now, I do tend to agree that she probably was not much of a flight risk and all of those things. But at the same time, I'm also agree with the judge in stating that you can't treat her any different because she's a cop. I understand a lot of us tend to have more sympathy on her because she's a cop, but fact of the matter is she did take someone's life that did not warrant being taken. And the idea that he was a bad guy or he had a criminal record. No, you killed a guy that didn't deserve to be killed. So there has to be some type of accountability for that. The sentencing, she won't be sentenced until February, looks like. And here's a weird thing. I'm watching them try to schedule a date to sentence her, and that was in January. And her lawyers are like, well, we're busy. We're not going to be free till February. And yeah, I'm looking at Kim Potter like, shit, that's your life. They're, you know, finagling back and forth with. So you're not going to even be seen again until February. So they're going to put her in a cell, and yeah, she's not going to be seen or heard from again until February when she's sentenced. Now, she could receive a light sentence. You know, the McMichaels in the death of Ahmaud Arbery, they haven't been sentenced either. So just because these folks are being convicted and found guilty, that doesn't mean they can't get a slap on the wrist, or it doesn't mean they can't get, you know, the rest of their lives in prison. Now, the Ahmaud Arbery case is different. I do believe that they're, you know, because of their age and the crime, they're probably never going to get out. But Kim Potter, I don't believe she's going to get a 20-plus year sentence. I do not believe that unless there's some type of freakish mandatory minimum or something crazy. And it could be. I mean, you have cases like that, like the truck driver that got 110 years out in Colorado, and it was strictly due to mandatory minimums and the judges at his trial. Like, I wouldn't have done it like that, you know. So it could happen, but I don't believe Kim Potter's going to get more than maybe 15 years, which is still a lot of fucking years for a 49-year-old woman. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video real quick because this one really surprised me. I did not, I wasn't expecting her to be even convicted. I thought they were going to come back with a not guilty plea. But like I said, somebody did die, and they didn't deserve to die, and somebody has to be held accountable. But I just wanted to show you this real quick video. When I seen this right here, I thought she was going to be found not guilty. I mean, she's pleading, and I didn't show at the end of that video, but she's sobbing constantly, and she even says, "I'm going to prison." So she immediately realized what she had did and was immediately admitting it was wrong and it was an accident. I mean, she shot him in the chest, and he drove down the street a few yards, and he ended up crashing. So she knew she had severely injured somebody, if not taking their life. I mean, she shot him right in the chest. So it wasn't like she tried to, you know, say, you know, there's some videos out there where the cop immediately, where he was reaching for no, she didn't try to, you know, come up with some kind of saving grace. She immediately admitted it was a error and that she was in fear of how she would be judged based on that error. She started crying and sobbing, and yeah, she basically said out loud, "I'm going to prison." Damn, was she right. Now, I'm just going to close the video out by saying there's no winners in this. I'm not gloating on this. I'm fine with police being held accountable. In fact, I encourage that, but there's no winners in this. I don't think she's a threat to society in any way, fashion, or form. So she's going to be put in with some of the worst criminals out there. And yeah, there's no winners. Dante Wright, despite his criminal past, didn't deserve to die, and this woman is going to go to jail for some time. And yeah, there's no winners in this at all. I guess the only thing I can say is that it is somewhat positive to know now that if a cop acts improperly, they do face the possibility of being held accountable. I am happy about that, even if it unfortunately means that Kim Potter is going to receive probably a sentence that sympathetically I may not necessarily agree with, but it took someone's life. It is what it is. It's kind of a real difficult decision to make. It's one of those ones where I would have understood if they came back on the other side of this. Certainly I would understand if the judge was light on the sentence, but the sentencing is not until February, so we'll see. What do you think, folks? What do you think? You think this was racially motivated? What do you think? He was stopped for some mild shit, expired tags, evergreen freshener on his rearview mirror. I mean, so the stop was a bullshit stop, but it is what it is, folks. This is Tim, your boy, the handsome liberal. Just got in, wanted to do this video because I was very shocked and surprised to see that, yeah, they did convict this woman. So we will talk in the next video. You guys have a good holiday, and I will catch you on the other side.
Now, please. You're over 20.
I don't know what's going on.
I know what's going on.
What happened?
His face started rising. Ma'am, I'm going to get you somebody to talk to. I'm going to get you someone to talk to. Okay? But I just can't have you going over there right now, okay?
Ma'am, my name is Mark. What is your name? Can I have you sit on the right chair?
You guys shot him. Why?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Why? Because he had a warrant? Are you fucking serious? I was here. I watched it.
Can you just sit down? Tell me what's going on, because I wasn't here.
No. Where's the girl that was in the car with him? You guys made her hang up Facebook Live so you could kill my son. That's pretty pathetic. What is your name? What is your name? My name is Katie Bryant. My son's name is Dante Wright. You guys already know that. I don't. Katie Bryant. It was a high-speed chase? Bryant? How? And then what's your son's name? Dante Wright. It was not a high-speed chase. You guys shot him in a pull-over traffic. I didn't do anything, ma'am. Yeah, you did. He was laying in his front seat dead. His girlfriend Facebooked me. How did his car get smashed? What's his name again? Dante Wright. Wright? Is it W-R-I-G-H-T? W-I-G-H-T. Okay. Is it Katie? Yeah.